Hey guys, we are at 700 subscribers. Woot woot. Anyways, now 702 plus or minus if somebody either subscribe or they unsubscribe. So, but right now we over 700 subscribers, and I'm super proud of myself. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the fact that I work only on weekends, why I chose working only weekends, the pros and cons of it, and also how I balance my life as a mother and as a wife working only weekends. So that is what the video is going to be all about. If it's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. So the first thing we're going to touch on is the reason why I transitioned to weekend only. So last year, I actually started off my year in home health. And home health was basically, the way it was structured is you will work, I think it was like every other weekend. I mean, I remember correctly, but I like every other weekend, or you would pick up one weekend or one case or something like that. Either way, I was working 5 days a week. And it's not like you would get back-to-back days off. So for example, say you work the weekend. It's not like you'd get Wednesday, Thursday off, or you'd get Monday, Tuesday off. It was more of like you get one day off and then you'd go back at work, and then maybe you sprinkle your next day off later on in the week. Anyways, that didn't really work out for me because I found myself working even after I stopped get paid. If you're in your 30s, I don't know about other people, but in your 30s, I think you're supposed to be working for free because life really out here lifing and bills are really billsing and we health are really healthing. Okay, so anyways, I decided that this was no longer for me, and also I was losing time with helping Azela with her homework. And then when my husband, on his weekend on, he was also working a second job. And then it was just too much things juggling and we weren't really present for our daughter. So we decided that, you know what, me to get burnt out, and I stepped away from home health and I stepped away from working for like 2 months. So I was just home chilling and trying to figure out what am I going to do. And I was looking into getting like a online job. And you go up on LinkedIn and you look for your registered nurse online job, and you kind of scope through all of these different jobs, and you look and you see 100 and add 200 and add 300 and add applicants, and you're like, and then you apply anyways and you're not getting a call back, and you just apply, and then all of these things have some long ass tests. Some of them have these long ass tests where you have to do, and then you still not get a job, or you're not even necessarily get a job, but you're not running to like getting the interview, right? Anyways, the reason just had length out, right? But anyways, me decided to say, all right, me just still look. Maybe me can get one case management job where maybe not gonna require me to work on the weekends, and then maybe we can go to the interview and kind of talk to them and kind of see, in the case where my daughter have one emergency, if it's okay for me to like leave and then come back, because Ryan work night shift. So even if something happened, I could have carry her back home and he would have be home, and I could have worked out something there, but just not like being tied to a computer or being tied to something where I can't leave. Because honestly, as a mother, I think we have to try to be flexible, especially when our kids are in crisis, whether that be health crisis, mental crisis, or if you just have something where you have to do and you have to pick up your child, just anyways, I applied for both a case management position and I saw a weekend only position. And Ryan and I started to like have this conversation where we sit down. We do this a lot, where we sit down and we talk about the pros and the cons of whatever decision we're going to make, or whatever decision either of us want to make on our personal goals. So I sat down with him and we were just talking through it, and we were like, but we're gonna give up, you're gonna give up your weekend. Like, most of the times when we do stuff or go shopping or go whatever, is your weekend you actually use. So, you know, me and as somebody we did party. Honestly, when me did in my 20s, I think say as me grow older, me done a party and I go out and I do all these things. Now me I want homebody. I am a homebody and me kind of focus a lot of time on my family and just my little things that I love to do, my little knickknacks. So I was like, you know, and I like some go club on Friday, and I like some go happy hour with any friends, and I like say me have like stuff set up on weekends when me really go. So me say, well, I just have to try to incorporate that in the week if I take this job. Then we start look at the Monday to Friday job, and it's 8 to 4, and me have to basically drop off Azalea at early, drop off, and then do aftercare because school end like 3 o'clock. So me did start juggle it because me I say on one, me not necessarily want to go back at bedside, and then on the other hand, me never want to a sacrifice like a whole 5 days a week at work, and then at work with the anxiety of what if the school call me, what if one day Azalea's sick, what if this, you know, a lot of what ifs. So it was more a lot of cons on the case management part because of the fact that I am expected to be there Monday through Friday throughout this time, and depending on what is going on throughout the day, it don't mean say if Azalea have a crisis I will be able to leave, or even if I leave I will have to come back. So we start thinking about it and we say, you know, we just have to go sacrifice the weekend. We just have to go sacrifice the weekend, Nisi, because at the end of the day, you're going to be available for the family from Monday to Friday. That was one of the reasons. The second reason was that we had a goal as a family, me and Ryan, you know, I was young, but for our goal too, we had a big goal that we wanted to achieve in 2024, and we are in the process of achieving it. However, that goal takes a lot of time, that goal takes a lot of paperwork, that goal takes a lot of stuff, right? And it included me working out, paying off a lot of debt, not a lot, paying off some debt, better me say that, God forbid me don't have a lot of debt, but paying off some debt and basically moving around finances so we can work out achieving this goal work out achieving this goal. So me say, yeah, at least make it off Monday to Friday and me can do that. Good thing, thank you Jesus, everything worked out for a reason, but it was a good decision that I took the weekend only job, because when I realized, when we start actually hit the moment where we were working on this goal, I realized how many like time consuming, like certain things were time consuming, certain things had to be done at a certain time, and the fact that if I was working a Monday to Friday job I would not be able to do it. And even if me did do it, I would be stressed, because even just working weekends only, I was stressed. When me tell you say the last half of the year, me could have full one pool, me could have full one baby pool with my tears, because it took so much out of not only myself but also Ryan for us to achieve or reach where we are right now. So if me did have one job and me I dedicate my time to another company, I would not be able to dedicate time to my personal goal. And not only a personal goal, but something that is going to benefit our family for the years to come. So I am glad that I made that decision. So that was the reason why we decided to go ahead and let for me to work only weekends. Now, let us jump into the cons of working the weekend. So I'm gonna tell you the bad thing before I tell you the good thing. Okay? So the bad thing about working only on weekends is that personally, you're gonna miss social events. So for example, my daughter Young, she get invited to a lot of birthday parties, and a lot of the birthday parties tend to be on the weekends because most people work in the week. So we are going to be missing out on those gatherings, especially as me say, my husband work night shift in a day. Honestly, me prioritize safety over everything. He needs to get his rest. He needs his rest. So I'm gonna really push him to do certain things because he need to get him rest. And the worst thing if you push somebody that is already exhausted, they either go blow up or stuff can happen, especially if you have somebody that is sleep deprived and driving. So we don't want no issues. So sometimes we are gonna miss those birthday parties. We are, sadly. Um it's unfortunate because honestly, I really want to work on getting Azalea out a little bit more. And I have a girlfriend that is also a nurse. So when she has her schedule set up in a way where she off in the week and Azalea and her daughter are out of school, we are able to set up little stuff. But for the most part, we are going to be missing social events or even family gatherings that happen. Which family gathering? Don't pay me no mind. Anyways, working opposite schedule from most people that come into missing events, it can feel a little isolating because you're not going out there and hanging out a lot. One thing I usually do a lot was when I had like a weekend off, I would go and look for my father. Just me that. Me love hang out with my father actually, but in live like a hour other way. As much as me that make the drive, sometimes it is rough. So I have to try to figure out a way like, hey daddy, when you're off in a week, to try to make up like seeing him because me not really want to just keep going because he's off most weekends. But I don't want to because he's off most weekends that the fact that I'm working weekend I don't get to hang out with him because I like to hang out with my father. But I try to schedule in where I can hang out with him, and sometimes it don't always work out, and that can feel a little bit isolating because he's basically one of the closest family members I have here in Florida, and I try to be intentional about seeing him. So yeah, I try to make it work, but it work out either way. Basically, that are some of the challenges we face working on the weekends, and I think it's mostly a lot of social, personal, hanging out with people. It can affect your personal life. So yeah. Now on to the good things. The first thing is that the shift differential. So you get a little cushion, a percentage for working the weekend. So I get a little cushion for the fact that I'm sacrificing my weekends, right? And then also you get an additional cushion after 3 p.m. So that 4 hours you get another percentage. So it kind of offset, me feeling bad about sacrificing my weekend. Another thing, if you're working at a hospital, there's not a lot of administration on the floors or in the hospital during this time. So therefore you don't have an influx of random people just walking through the unit asking you a question when you try to get a flow of things. Because some of like for me, I work on kind of scheduling the things I have to do. So when that get thrown off a little bit, it kind of just but you have to be flexible. Things happen in the hospital all the time. So you just have to adjust and keep pushing. Another pro is that I have Monday to Friday off. So Monday to Friday, I'm able to do my little knickknacks, my little hobbies, or I am available to Azalea whether she wants to do something fun, whether we're working on our spelling list because she gets a weekly spelling list from school. So I'm focused on that. So I'm kind of focused on her. I focus on the house itself, basically keeping up with the chores, making sure that things get organized, making sure that things are clean, being able to make Ryan walk into a space where when you come from work after you're done outside and you come home to your safe haven, you don't want to come home to clutter, you don't want to come home to whatever. Although clutter will happen. Clutter will happen, but it's organized clutter. And even when I have a low day, I try my best not to make it take over to where the house is just complete storm. Me can't function either way. If me no want low mood, the house can't be chaos either, because chaos in my head and chaos out of my head, no, that never work. So I do try my best to make sure that things are organized while I'm here. Another pro is that it gives me the opportunity to pick up in those Monday to Friday. It gives me the opportunity to pick up whenever I want to work. So for example, if I work the weekend and I feel like, okay, I have enough energy to work the Monday, I can do that. Or if the weekend was just rough and I want to take a break, I'll just pick up a Tuesday. Another pro for me is when I'm going to work on the weekends, there's not a lot of people on the road. It's not a lot of traffic. I might have battle a few foggy areas for visibility, but for the most part, smooth sailing to work. I in no traffic, I wait for nothing. It's just everything peaches. So yeah, those are my pros and cons for working weekends only. Now let's jump into how I balance my, my personal life around working weekends only. So since I transitioned into psychiatry, I have really pushed towards self-care. So I'm not getting my massages because I have to adjust to certain things, but me no longer get massages, but I do a pedicure and a manicure, and I get my nails done. So I get my nails done based on my mood, how I'm feeling. I get my nails done. And that is one of the big things for me, because sometimes I'm having a bad weekend and it's time to do my nails. Like this week is do my nails. As you can see, they want to feel. See them growth? Yeah. I do prioritize my self-care when it comes on to working in psych, because I need to make sure I pamper myself after a weekend of being shouted at and disrespected and called out of my name. Yeah. Additionally, I decided to go ahead and get the cheap Disney Pass. Because of the cheap Disney Pass, the Pixie Pass, the Pixie Dust Pass. And basically, because I work weekends, that don't affect me. So we are available to go to the park Monday through Friday, unless it's like a holiday or they have something going on and it's blocked. But for the most part, Monday through Friday, we have our Disney passes. So what I've been doing is that I either, if nothing is going on at school really, I will ask the teacher if there's anything going on, and she would let me know, and I will give Azalea a half day on the day when there's not much going on, and I'll take her to Disney. Or if there's a day when they have conferences, the school is out, she's going to Disney. Okay, we're going to Disney. We're going to use up our pass. Additionally, if when Ryan is off and I am off, we try to go out and eat, try to do something nice, or would I go down, do liquor shopping, because Azalea is growing up so fast. Like a lot of our clothes are like getting shorter. The waist might fit, the bust might fit, but the pants them I get short, and the length of the blouse I get short, because she's a tall girl for her age. I'm going to also do a video where I'm going to be de-stressing some old pants. The waist fit, but the length don't fit no more, so I'm gonna cut them into shorts and de-stress them. And I hope to vlog that. I try my best in any way, shape or form to basically make sure that we come together whenever the three of us are off, or if I'm off with Azalea and I don't have anything doing in the week, we're going to Disney. So yeah. But yeah, basically I am sad in a sense that I have to kind of step back, because obviously I'm not making the money that I was making as a full-time, and I have to take that step back. But I'm happy with the step back because I'm able to do other things for my family. I'm able to focus on Azalea. I'm able to see her likes and her dislikes. I'm able to see the type of child she is. I'm able to see what she likes to do, what she don't likes to do, and we're adjusting that as we go forward. I'm able to be present for her extracurricular activities, although some of that is going to be changing this year. I'm excited to work on our family goals and basically be able to provide a sense of comfort and create a clean and, I don't know, like this feeling of being home. Like when Ryan come home, you can just see I'm home. Or Azalea come home and she hugged the part of the wall and she said home sweet home. Because it's like just to create an environment where my family comes home and feel at peace after, you know, outside is always going to be outside. Chaos is going to be chaos. Whatever is going on out there can always go on out there, but we're not gonna carry it in our house. And I'm able to provide that as a mom and a wife, and I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. When we usually hustle, that never bad, but taking a step back and refocusing now on family and our life and where we're going to be in the next 5 years, and being able to take a step back and do the footwork now for everything that is going to happen in our future, I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy mom and I'm a happy wife. This year started out with a bang, and we're going to just keep banging along. Me know say tears and the sadness are gonna come. Me know say my heart are gonna break when it comes on to certain things, but I'm praying that I will have the right tools to basically push through and just come out on positive and on the other end. You know, life is going to do what life does, and I'm just going to keep pushing along. So yeah, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content that you see on my videos. So yeah, on my channel, the content that you see on my channel. But yeah, have a wonderful Monday. I am going to go ahead and do some paperwork. I'm going to go ahead and do some paperwork, and then I have to go and get some stuff notarized, and then I'm going to pick up Azalea. I have a long day ahead of me. But yes, have a wonderful day and see you in the next video. Bye.